behind the steering wheel now. However, I always remember Michael looking to the center console when talking. Okay, here we go. There you have it. Me and Michael Knight, the Turbo Boost. So anyway, let's get into this one. We're going to be talking about the voice box of KITT. When it talks and Michael, responds, and usually you would look towards where you're responding. So this is just so strange. You're gonna have to thumb this video up if you remember KITT's voice box, this here on the shirt, being in the center console, and thumb this video down if you always remember it right here behind the steering wheel, which just seems so odd. I'm gonna show you a few things here, but all indications from my research show that it's always been here behind the steering wheel. And in this reality, it always has. For those of you who are going to say, well, it was always there, you're 100% correct. It's always been there. But this was one of my favorite shows growing up. When this show came out, I was like 10 years old. And I remember the voice box being in the center console. I mean, it just seems so odd to see where it's placed now. So I got a few things to show you here. So let's check this out. And this is just really odd where he looks when he communicates with KITT, and where they show the voice box and where he looks. So I don't know. I mean, he could just been looking at the dash in general, but he always seems to look towards the center console when communicating with KITT. So this is just really strange. One of those strange occurrences that we have going on here in the past few years, as many of us are waking up to the Mandela effect.
Sorry, Michael. That makes it 42-3. My favor.
Well, these computer things are just a waste of time anyway. Oh, present company excluded.
Okay, so he's looking in the direction of where the center of the car would be. And there's, if you know the interior of the car, it has this wraparound here. So it doesn't make any sense to me for him to continue to look at the monitors when this is the thing that's flashing, and this is the voice box of KITT, basically. This is where it would be, like the voice box of the computer would be here. Almost like the mouth moving when this here flashes. So it would make more sense for him to be looking at this, which I always thought he did when I watched the show.
Of course.
So there's some really good stuff here we could check out.
Get some sun.
For us, KITT was always a cast member. He was always part of the show. We always talked of him as, if he could talk.
KITT,
Yes.
shut up.
Did you see that? They show the voice box, then he looks over the center console and says, "Shut up." I mean, the guy just got done saying that they thought of him as a cast member.
Michael, what shall I do while you're gone?
You're on vacation too, KITT. Get some sun.
For us, KITT was always a cast member. He was always part of the show. We always talked of him as, if he could talk.
KITT,
Yes.
shut up.
And you would be surprised at how many crew members came walking over and said, "Oh, I want to hear KITT talk. Let's hear KITT talk." And you're going, guys, it's an actor in the studio that does the talking. The car doesn't talk.
KITT stayed in makeup way too long, and and he was just really a pest. It was awful.
For a collection of microprocessors, you're awfully touchy.
Wrong. It's just that my circuits function better when we operate in a reality mode.
KITT.
Okay, so here's the steering wheel, and this is where the voice box that they just showed is located in the car, yet he's constantly looking over here. This just seems so strange to me.
Yes, Michael.
Just keep driving.
You never get him out of the shop. He was always getting tuned up or polished. Sometimes he would just drive off and have to be by himself.
KITT, you okay?
Really? Now you're going to see the response from where he's looking.
KITT!
We'll discuss that at a more appropriate
Now this is behind the steering wheel. I mean, this is just bizarre watching this right now. the response comes from here and he's looking over here. I mean, what? Oh my gosh, this is so crazy.
KITT, you okay? KITT!
We'll discuss that at a more appropriate time.
I never had any other voice in mind when I was writing it and when I went to cast it. I mean, what he
I don't know. This one's really bizarre, everyone. All indications show that it was always behind the steering wheel. It's so odd that he acts like it's in the center console. Maybe that's why we think it's in the center console. I'm not 100% on this one. Usually I only do videos on ones that I'm 100%. Now, I am 100% that I always thought it was in the console. I'm just not 100% this is an actual Mandela effect. So, could be not. Please leave your comments and vote on this. It's just a bizarre occurrence. You know, whatever we have here going on. It's just crazy. It's weird. The fact that he continuously looks at the center console and then they show the voice box talking back to him and it's behind the steering wheel. This is very weird. So that's it. I will talk to everyone soon. Oh, before I take off, I'd like to bring up one last thing. The last video that I did, where I showed the guy's room, you know, with the Bernstein switch over there on the book as he walked into the room and the other odd occurrences that are happening.
Me to give a walk around of my car.
There were so many people that said this is obviously fake. And I questioned, I don't know how many of them, asking them, well, what should I look for to know that it's real? I mean, you know that it's fake. Well, what would it look like if it was real? How would the switch over from, if it was possible, you know, if what is being portrayed were to actually happen? If I walked in here in my book, every time I walked in here, switched to Berenstein, and I walk out and switch to Berenstain, how would it look on the book? I mean, this is obviously fake to most people, so what would it look like? Please help me out. That was my only question. I just thought it was odd how many people this is obviously fake. Now, I thought that, I don't know. I'm still saying that I don't know. Okay, I'm there. Okay, that's where I'm at. I don't know. It appears to be, especially with the other odd occurrences happening in the room. It appears to be fake. Although I'm not 100%. I don't know, but so many other people, they seem to they do. It was a fact that it was, you know, made up. It was fake. He was just trying to pull a fast one on the community. I mean, so if you know that for a fact, then please tell us what it would look like if it were real. That's it.